Welcome to the 2016-2017 NBA preview. My name is Josh, or Envyerz, and with me today is my co-host, like usual.
How's it going, guys? King of the fourth quarter, aka Jaree. Welcome back.
Today we are covering the 26th ranked team in the NBA preview, the Phoenix Suns. A very, very young, talented team that looks to be good in a few years. For the past few years, they've been overperforming. So let's take a look at what this Phoenix Suns did last season. Last season was a failure, but at the same time, it was also had some bright spots. They fired their coach, Jeff Hornacek, after a few games into the season of not winning, even though if he is, in my opinion, a very, very good coach. And when I say very good, I feel like he could lead the Knicks. Now that he's in with the Knicks, he could lead them far if healthy. But fired Jeff Hornacek. Markieff Morris had a problem with them trading his brother Marcus Morris to the Detroit Pistons without his consent, and they just did it behind his back, and he didn't want to play for that organization. He was very vocal about it, and other players on that team like Archie Goodwin and TJ Warren said at one point they didn't want to play on this team anymore because they were so deep in the bench.
So in the middle of all of this, Markieff Morris being upset, Eric Bledsoe injured for the entire season. He was playing pretty well, averaging over 20 points per game, and he was leading that team to a couple victories. He goes down, and then now Brandon Knight has to step up, but he really didn't. He didn't. But even though there were a lot of bad things to go along with this team, they had at least one really bright spot, and that's the young guy, Devin Booker. He really showed that he can be a quality player, and he was 18 years old doing all this. I think he just hit 19, but he's 18 years old playing with NBA players, and he looked good doing it.
He had a moment of shine, and he took advantage of it, and he was the one bright spot of this Phoenix Suns last season after an injury-plagued season and a lot of wrong going on last season with this Phoenix Suns team. So moving on to the offseason moves, let's take a look at what this Phoenix Suns team did to try to get better. They acquired Leandro Barbosa and Jared Dudley in the offseason, two former Phoenix Suns players, veterans on the team, to mentor the youth. They lost John Lure, Mirza Teletovic, Chase Budinger, and Ronnie Price. Nothing really spectacular. They didn't lose anything spectacular or gain anything spectacular in free agent, but I absolutely love the draft that they were able to draft the players. Dragan Bender at number 4, Marquise Chris at number 8, and Tyler Ulis at number 34. They absolutely robbed the Kings by trading away their 13th and I believe 28th pick to the Sacramento Kings for the 8th pick in Marquise Chris. So I extremely love that trade for the Phoenix Suns, and they got a steal with Tyler Ulis in the second round.
Yeah, overall, I think their offseason was one of the best in the league. They bring back two fan favorites, even though Jared Dudley and Barbosa never were all-stars. The fans in Phoenix really love them, and they're both locker room guys, which is great for the young players they have on their team. And through the draft, you mentioned, they did a terrific job too. They picked up two really young players, Marquise Chris, power forwards, Dragan Bender, guys who look very good, guys who look like they have a lot of potential. Not going to step up first year, I don't think, but definitely got some guys there. And then Tyler Ulis, definitely a steal. The way he played in the summer league was over my head. I didn't think he was going to do that, but he actually performed really well. I think he led that team to the championship, right, against the Chicago Bulls, right?
I think it was like semifinals. I think it was the Bulls and the Timberwolves in the finals.
Okay. Either way, yeah, he led them pretty far in the summer league.
I agree. I do like the whole insurance thing with Dragan Bender and Marquise Chris, both what appears to be stretch fours. If Dragan Bender isn't doing so good in that starting rotation, they could easily swap him out with Marquise Chris. I really do like that combination. In the future, though, it's going to be kind of weird seeing who gets more playing time here and there, but I feel like both of these guys can be a starting guy on a team like this.
Yeah, definitely. And they still have guys like Tyson Chandler, who, from the interviews I've seen, definitely is a main mentor. Like, the guy has been playing in the league for such a long time. He has a ring. He knows what it takes to win, and I'm pretty sure he's going to pass that mentality to these younger guys too.
There was a whole series on the Players Tribune, Rookie Vet. That was a very, very nice series. So moving on to the rotation for the Phoenix Suns, the starters are projected to be Eric Bledsoe, Devin Booker, PJ Tucker, Dragan Bender, and Tyson Chandler, while the bench looks like Brandon Knight, Jared Dudley, TJ Warren, Marquise Chris, and Alex Len. Although I feel like Brandon Knight should be a starter, you can't take away the development from Devin Booker. So unless they're going to go play small ball and have Devin Booker running small forward, which they might, it's going to be awkward for Brandon Knight. And I feel like Eric Bledsoe or Brandon Knight definitely have to go in order to improve this team. It's longevity.
Yeah, it actually sucks because Brandon Knight is a nice player, but he just hasn't been able to find
bad luck.
He's been in everywhere. Like in the past couple years, Milwaukee, Detroit, now in Phoenix, like he just can't find a home. But I would say he's a quality player in the league, definitely.
He is. Gets clowned on by the internet all the time, but quality player just can't lead the team, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely a scorer and definitely a nice player to have on a contending team. But the Phoenix Suns this year, they don't look like they're going to be contending.
No. But the future's really bright, though. The future is definitely bright for them.
They have a lot of young talent, and you know, maybe once they decide what they want to do with Brandon Knight and Eric Bledsoe, they'll be back in the playoffs, even though they never really were in the playoffs. But they did outperform a lot of critics in the last few years. So although it never amounted to a playoff push, still very, very talented team, and hopefully they're able to get back on track this season. So let's move on to the projections of this Phoenix Suns team. This Phoenix Suns team last year went 23-59. Like we said, the injuries to Eric Bledsoe, Brandon Knight going down eventually, Tyson Chandler was in and out. A lot of injuries with this team, the whole Morris situation. 23 wins, over, under. Do you see this team winning more or less?
I'm going to go more. I'm going to say they win about 30 games this season, just because I do feel like Devin Booker is going to break out even more than he did last year and definitely become what I would consider like their number one scoring option. I know Eric Bledsoe kind of is their leader there, but I think he can definitely step up, be a number one scoring option. So I'm gonna go more.
I have to agree with you right there as well. I feel like they're going to be over 23 wins. I don't know if they could get 30, but it will definitely be close. That's why we have them at this position right here. I don't think that there's that much. There's a lot of teams that improved in the Western Conference, and I feel like with this young core that Phoenix has, it's going to take at least one more year to them to gel and be back trying to get that 8 seed or even more in the playoffs. So really do like Devin Booker, and like we've been saying earlier, they need to trade Brandon Knight or Eric Bledsoe. I'm assuming they're going to be trading Brandon Knight away because Eric Bledsoe seems to be the guy there. But Eric Bledsoe, only problem with him, the injuries. The injuries seem to continue to happen to this man. So with that said, this is where we see the Phoenix Suns being this year in the 2016-2017 NBA season. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Agree with us, disagree with us, let us know. Leave a like on this video if you do. Share it around on any social media as well. It really helps us grow. All the social media links for us will be in the description below to check out. And with that said, my name is Josh, your Envyerz. Any last words?
No, thank you so much for watching, guys.
We'll talk to you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed.